Hi guys, we're going to finish up our math lessons this week with lesson 7.11, and the title of our lesson today is AM or PM. And the question says, how do you use AM and PM to describe times? Because every time we tell a time, we have to tell if it's AM or PM. And those things mean if it's happening in the morning, or if it's worked its way into the evening, into the afternoon or evening. Okay, so here's our page that you're working on, page 528, and up in our purple section, it says noon is 12 o'clock in the daytime. And we know that when the noon whistle, the fire whistle, blows every day at that time in Princeville, and we know that's around the time that we eat lunch. That's 12 o'clock noon in the daytime. And then we have midnight is 12 o'clock at night. And we should be sleeping at that time and it's dark. Times after midnight and before noon are written with AM. So once it hits 12 o'clock in the nighttime and all the way through the morning until 12 o'clock noon when the noon whistle blows, it's AM. 11 o'clock AM is in the morning. And this shows a picture of something you might be doing in the morning if we were at school. You might be at PE, or it looks like they're playing recess or something like that. So that would be 11 o'clock AM. But here it says times after noon, once the noon whistle has blown and it's 12 o'clock noon, and before midnight are written with PM. So that's lunchtime, and throughout the afternoon and throughout the evening, and when we're getting ready for bed, that's all PM. 11 PM is in the evening, all the way till midnight. And I kind of remember AM, morning, starts with A, which is at the beginning of the alphabet, beginning of the day, where P in the alphabet comes later, like afternoon comes later in the day. So A comes first, morning comes first, P comes later in the alphabet, so that's the afternoon and into the nighttime. So write the time, then circle AM or PM. So I see my hour hand is pointing a little past the 7, so that's my hour, and my minute hand is at the 3, 5, 10, 0, 5, 10, 15. So it would be 7:15. And it says eat breakfast. Well, I would eat breakfast in the morning, so I would say 7:15 AM. Then here it says go to art class. And that's during school. So I look at my clock. It's between the 1 and the 2, so I would say 1. And then my minute is at the 8, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 1:40. Well, we go to art class in the morning, but it wouldn't be 1:40 AM because I'd be sleeping because that's after midnight. Some people might have art class in the afternoon at 1:40 PM. So this should say 1:40 PM because it's an afternoon class. When are you doing your homework? I look at my hour hand. It's between the 4 and the 5, so I would say 4. And my minute hand, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this says 4:30. Well, are you doing your homework after school at 4:30 in the morning? No, it's not AM. It would be PM because it's afternoon, almost evening, 4:30 PM. Arrive at school between the 8 and the 9. So I would say 8. I always do that. And then there's my minute hand on the 5. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 8:25. I get to school in the morning. So it would be 8:25 AM. Because 8:25 PM would be a lot of your bedtime. Or else be past bedtime. So that should be 8:25 PM. So you do this page, then you move along and you practice your practice and homework 7.11, answering with the time on the clock, AM or PM, telling what they're doing, filling in the times based on the day, answering the word problem, and answering all the problems on the back. Oh my goodness. Look at that problem down there. It's 3-digit addition. Start in the ones. 7 plus 4. If it makes a group of 10, we regroup. Then we add our 10s. Then we add our ones. All right, remember, do your very best job. Try to do it on your own, but always have a parent check your work. You're learning a life skill. Something you need in your life is telling time. I'm very, very proud of each and every one of you for doing your very best job on your work and all of the good work I'm seeing all of the time. I miss you so very much. Bye-bye.